my speech is about my college counselor medal. Like how important is college readiness? In my school, when I graduated, almost 200 students wouldn't graduate if it weren't for college pre-counselors, which are the people, it's still students who bring all the students out of the class to prepare them to apply to college financial aid. And I was one of them. So, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me in high school, personally. And so this is the mail that I received for being a college pre-consulate. So that's what I bring to you. And the rest of them are the consequences of achieving this goal because they require to be a top student to be one pre-consulate. So a college pre-consular is a student who is in charge of 10 students to be aware of college readiness. And in this speech, I'm going to talk to you about the college pre-consular. You first have to know how it initiated, what was the culture in my high school, and why it's important to me. So the college pre-consular was created for my college advisor, Ms. Carreto, who was the initiator for this. She was the responsible for training us and also picking up on students who are highly achieving. Like I share my story to her. Like this is a topic for another speech, but anyways, I come from another country. I was a top student, even though I was an English learner, so she picked me up for that reason. Like the duties for a peer counselor is take 10 students, mentor them, and coach readiness. It was required to participate and elaborate some workshops, like apply to UC universities. You are required to know what the requirements are for UCs, gold states, and financial aid. And I love this because I was one of the organizers for college fairs. I was also involved in talking publicly, so this is one step easier to me than if I'm a first time speaker. So this is what college pre-consular is, and this is important to me. That's the other reason, because a college, well, an example, not related to pre-consular, is a doctor can be a doctor, or he's considered a doctor because he knows what the limits and achievements you can do with knowing the limits of medicine. So I knew the limits and the requirements to have a high achievement in post-secondary education. I knew how to get to the top schools. And this also was important to me because when I was a college pre-consular, they required me to be part of a series of organizations, Telecool Partnership, be in top of my AP classes, be a leadership, and know the HRB requirements. So I could have, like, not being just a top student, but graduate in 3 years instead of 4 years. So another thing that I'm grateful for this one is because I have to work with many people from the partnership, which they introduce me to very rich people who are kind of mentor me, and they support me to by scholarship money or anything else that I will need to. Like for example, Melanie Blanquist, who is one lady who is donating a lot of money to the schools, even the private schools, even they have their own name brand in the partnership. They are the principals for the partnership. They are helping me to get transferred to a private university, so I'm grateful for this one. why I consider the college pre-consumer culture is because they do a lot of things to help other students. They are recognized by the principal. They are well known to all the schools, and they are a highly supportive component in the fact of achieving higher education.